Hello and welcome guys, ArmaganVideos here. It's been quite a while, but here I am back again with more time than ever, and we're going to create a lot of tutorials. There are new concepts coming soon, and yeah, I don't want to say much more, just be prepared and stay tuned for the upcoming tutorials and all that. But this tutorial is about creating a spinner, or I don't know how you really call it, wheel spinner, just wheel or random generator for text. You know it from TV shows. And well, there's been a collaboration between me and some YouTubers. Let me just quickly show you this. Yeah, right. These guys, Danergy, and you can see the animation right here. Boom, there it comes. It's iterating through the names, as you can see, and it kind of stops randomly when they press a button. Or it seemed like this, but this is actually animated, and you can see my tag down here, and I've made all of this in After Effects and Illustrator. We're going to use these two programs today. I know you could have just created this in After Effects, but I want to show you the workflow between those both, or these two. And yeah, I'm going to show you how to animate these little dots as well. They're kind of spinning like that Facebook GIF when you're typing someone, or that animation, not GIF. And then also the text iterating through all the different possibilities there. And yeah, I'm going to show you this. And there's also another version on the channel of Junggesellen. Make sure to check them out. Some good friends right here. And as you can tell, we've just changed the color, and it's kind of a challenge between these two. So let's hop right into Illustrator to create this masterpiece right here. I'm going to create a normal document, full HD of course, and let me zoom out a little bit. So let's first create a black box so we can work a bit better. Wait, let me just drag this right from around here and lock this up. Next up, we're going to create a white box. Should be something, whoops. Should be somewhere around, maybe a bit too big, but we're going to see it. Yeah, select that whole thingy. And if you are not having these little round, yeah, it's a function to round up corners. If you're not having this, I think it's called live corners. You have to upgrade your Illustrator version. Just drag them in and it's perfectly rounded up. And to create these colored edges right there, I've just duplicated this. So select it, hold down Alt and drag it up while holding Shift. Hold Alt and Shift and drag it up. And now we're just going to cut that off right here. Select those two shapes and go to your Pathfinder. If you don't have it, go to Window. Where is it? Pathfinder, or press Shift Command F9 and make sure to subtract it. Boom, you just got this part right here. Drag it on top again and give it a nice color. Okay, that looks a bit, yeah, not so nice. So let's see, what do we have here? Yeah, let's just use this. And what I've did for them is actually because there was a person getting randomly generated and a beat, a type of beat, and you can add an icon right on here. I'm not sure if I should create one now for this tutorial because this is not an icon tutorial. You can check out my other tutorials on this channel right here, for example the line icon tutorial, if you need some help for this. But yeah, I'm going to link the video so you can see how I actually made this thingy, or how it actually looked. So select those two thingies right here and group them up by pressing Command and G. Then go to the, just drag it up so make it perfectly on the middle. Then select this whole thing, hold down Alt and drag it to the right while also holding Shift so it stays on the same Y position there. Select both, group them up again and make sure to go to Align and center it. Boom. Perfect. So we don't really need The reason why I actually started to create this in Illustrator was because, first of all, I had to imagine how it looked like or how it should look like. And I had the gradient in here, I had the text in here and the little dots and all that. But later on, I've just used those two thingies right here and imported them into After Effects because, well, all the other stuff you could literally create in After Effects a bit easier and have a bit more options there. But if you're putting icons on here, I would recommend you to create these in Illustrator as well. And yeah, I also want to show you the workflow in between those two because it's really missing for some people. And that's it. Otherwise, I would have created this whole tutorial in After Effects itself. You should save time wherever you can. Now make sure to delete the black background because we don't need it anymore. We just need those two right here. And let's save them. Desktop, I call them name boxes or something like this. Save it as an AI. This prompt will come up, just hit OK, and we could literally just minimize that. Okay, let's jump into After Effects, and here we are going to create a new composition, 10 seconds long, full HD. And let's double click in here and import our name boxes. And we want to import it as a composition. Yeah. Okay, let's retain the layer sizes. And then you get this cool little layers folder right here. You can just drag this in. But what I've just got in my head is that make sure that these two are on one layer right here. So you're just getting one AI file in After Effects later on. If you're having a gradient in here, put it on another layer. That's really important. And if you don't know how to split up those layers, if there's something in here, just click this little button and hit release to layers sequence. Okay, just a quick little tip right here. Well, let's drag this in here. As you can tell, it's in here now. And if you're changing the color in After Effects, it's going to change. If you're changing the color in Illustrator, it's going to change it in After Effects as well. Damn, Adobe, so many programs, and I love them all. Okay, so next up we're going to create the gradient, and I've got a cool little technique for this. I don't know if it's easier. If you know a better option, just comment down below. I'm going to make a black solid, put it behind of course, and create another black solid, just Ctrl C, Ctrl V. And now I'm going to put a gradient ramp on this one here. And as you can tell, it's already from black to white, fading from black to white. And all you need to do now is, whoops. Okay, we need to keep that on. Is to set it to Luma Matte Black Solid. So what it basically does is it keys out the white and only keeps the black. So you've got this cool little gradient right here, a gradient to transparency, because if you uncheck the transparency grid, you are not seeing anything. But as you know, I've put this in front of our video footage for these guys. So next up, let's see, you can make it a bit more slight. Yeah, you can bring that slightly down so it's not that strong actually. And oops, let's not bring this up. You can make it a bit stronger, but I think that's okay. Yeah, there we go, our gradient right there. Maybe let's see if I can just a little bit more. I'm holding down Shift so it just goes on the Y-axis right here. Yeah, let's just leave it like this. I think that's fine. Perfect. So next up is the text basically. So just press Ctrl T and drag out a text box that fits right into this white space right here. Then add your text. ArmaganVideos tutorial. Like, comment, subscribe. of course, only if you want to. And since it's aligned to the left, we need to go to our paragraph window right here, or yeah, I just call it window right now. And if you don't have this, make sure to check paragraph right here or press Command 7 and make sure to center it. So now, zoom in a little bit. Let's see what's the biggest text right here. And you can actually increase the text a little bit. Does it still fit? Yeah. So make sure to put it right above the box right here. And let's see if it's already in the middle. There's enough space here and there. Maybe drag it a little bit to the right. Yeah. Let's put it up again, right around here. And now what we need to do is actually to animate our text. Press P while having your text selected, make a keyframe, go some frames ahead and just drag it down all the way until the difference of when it was, yeah. When it is here at the beginning, we have like, I don't know, 20 to 30 pixels until we hit the white box right here. And here it should be the same, around 20 to 30. And now, as you can see, it just stops. And we want to kind of loop. There's a cool expression in After Effects where I'm going to show you this for the little circles right here. It's called loop out cycle or loop out ping pong. But you're going to see this later. And then there's a script made by someone on the internet. I had to Google for so long to find this. And I don't know where I find it. I just dropped it into my project. I had like 3 scripts and I don't know where I find it, but I will Google it. And if not, I'm just going to put the TXT in the description with that script. And yeah, shout out to whoever created this. I don't really know it. And yeah, let's now use this. We're going to put a slider on our text, so it fits my needs. Let's use this slider. We later have to rename this. And we also need to go to the position. Wait, we have a slider. Let's see. Make sure to alt-click the stopwatch, so you're getting this right here. And let's rename this slider, because in my script, where do we have it? Why is it not working? There it is. So weird. Okay, let's call it animation slider and 0. If the keyframe is on 0, it's a stop. Or the script is stop. As you can see, change it on top of here again. And well, now we need to keyframe. I just wanted to show you how we should have keyframed it. I'm going to put in the position right now, or the script for the position. So make sure to alt-click this right here. And then this box comes up. And now we need the script that I've mentioned in the beginning. Just copy that. I know the syntax and all that looks really, really bad, but After Effects is throwing it apart every time I paste it in and copy it out, so just don't care, guys. For the guys that know programming, I'm going to make the syntax correct. And yeah, so you don't get ill by looking at this. But for right now, just copy it. So alt-click in here and paste it. Boom. Yeah, okay, this won't work. And if we're now animating our slider, you should see that it starts going back and forth in between those. And let's set, yeah, in case you're wondering, guys, I had a misspelling in these in this script right here, but you're going to get the correct version in the description below, so don't worry. And let's go to the slider. I'm going to show you how that functions now, or how that's working. We put the slider to a beginning keyframe of like 2. Yeah, that's just one keyframe here. And if you want to have it stop somewhere, like it should stop at like here, then you're going to put this to 0. Oh, that was way too much. 0. There you go. Now you can see it stops moving. And the cool thing about this is, if you wouldn't have done this with keyframes like here, but with on and off keyframes where you can just set it on or off, it would instantly stop right there, and that looks really unnatural. So as you can tell, this looks really weird. Why is our text outside of our box right here? And that's a very easy fix. All you need to do is copy our name boxes right here. Control C, Control V. And is it the right? Nope, of course not. We have to change it. This one has to be... I need to put this on again. I'm kind of always guessing what the right setting here is. Of course, we need to have our text enabled as well. There we go. Boom, and it slides through it. Okay, sorry guys that I messed up right here, but that was a little bit stress with my script there. Or with the script there. So I think alpha fits as well. Yeah, put this one to alpha matte, because this is going to be our matte right here, and we don't need to see this. We don't need to see this. So this one is basically just the visual part of it, and because we've copied it, it's cutting out everything that's outside the box. Thus, we've set the track matte to alpha matte name boxes for our text right here. And now it's kind of like, let me just show you. It's going through it like this. Boom. And depending on our keyframes, on our text right here, on our position keyframes, you can see that it kind of starts, and then there's this huge gap right here, and you can fix this by changing your keyframes of the position. So let's see, maybe I can bring this down a little bit more. Whoops, wrong. Let's bring it down here. And this one a bit more to the top. So let's see how to fix this. Yeah, perfect. And if you can see, if you wanted to stop right at subscribe, you just need to change those two keyframes accordingly. So it will now stop perfectly on subscribe. It's going to run, and then stop on subscribe. Boom. Alrighty, so we've got this going. All you need to do now is copy that text over, and you've got the second box right here. So let me just quickly copy this. And what you need to keep in mind now is that you have to move the keyframes as well. So drag this over here. Copy this number right here, and while you're here, paste it in again. Or let's see. There you go. The X position has to be perfectly the same as in the beginning and in the end. So what you need to do now again is copy the name boxes, paste it in here, and the settings stay the same because you've just copied the text, and it's working perfectly fine. And if you're now heading over to Illustrator, let's say we want to change the color right here, press A to get the direct selection tool and come in here and change the color. Make sure to save this document, and you head over to After Effects again. Boom, it's changed just fine. And the last part for this tutorial is to create this cool, or those cool little animating dots right there, and therefore we're going to create a little dot. Let's just drag it out and hold down Shift. Make sure that the anchor point right here is right in the middle of this. I've got a nifty cool tool for this. It's called the Move Anchor Point script. You can find it everywhere on the internet, just Google it. Or maybe I'm also going to link it in the description below. And if you don't have it or don't want to download it, just you press Y to get the pan behind or anchor point tool. And you can drag it right around just like this. But I'm just using this cool tool to put it right in the middle. straight in the middle now, yeah. Okay, let's select our little circle right here, make it a bit smaller, I think. Just like this, then go to align and put it right in the middle. Whoops. Right in the middle of our document. Let me just quickly reposition. And now make sure to copy that circle, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V, then go to the position and click in here, but don't delete it, and type in +50. Boom, now we got one to the right. Copy the first one again and paste it again. P, select this one again and type in -50. There we go. Maybe 50 is a bit too much, but I think that's fine. And now we need to, or actually that was dumb, guys. Let me see. Yeah, we can save some time here. Make sure to just select this circle, press P, then animate the position. We're starting from here and just going up a little bit. And now make sure to alt click on the stopwatch and type in here loop out ping pong. Just like this. And now watch this. We've just made 2 keyframes, but it's ping-ponging it every time. It goes up, then it rewinds your animation, so it has to go down again. Then it starts your animation again, so it goes up again, and it keeps on with this process over and over. Select those keyframes as well and make them easy ease. Let's see how it looks. And it looks kind of like it's floating, right? Like a... Yeah, just like this. Maybe drag it out a little bit more so it's slower. And now finally we can bring it to the right again. So click in here and type +50. And of course you need to adjust the other keyframe as well. So in here again and +50 as well. And then make sure to set it apart a bit, or we're going to make this later. And now let's create another circle right here. Press P, go to the beginning, type in -50, go to this keyframe, -50 again, and boom. There we go. So let's find out which one has to be offsetted first. So since this is our first circle now, bring it down here as it is the first one, this is the second, and this is the third one. So we can leave it like this, but move this one like, let's see, I'm going to zoom in. Let's move this 1, 2, 3, 4 frames ahead, and then this one 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. You can drag this out so they are visible, and now you can see how they slowly start after each other, and boom, there we go. We got this cool little animation right here. Let me just switch this to fit up to 100%, and there we go. You've got this kind of animation. You could also stop them, but that's a lot of programming again, or you should have, yeah, you needed to use this script again, which we've used here to kind of make them stop with a slider. Like currently they're going 2, or you should have to set them to like a speed of 2, just like in our text right here. As you can see, the value is 2. That slowly goes down to 0. Where do we have it? Here, it slowly goes down. You should have to make this if you wanted to make these circles stop again. So just apply your knowledge now to these circles if you want to train yourself. But yeah, this is basically how you create a cool spinning animation that's good looking. You should add some text and make it animate as well. Yeah, if you want to change the text, you can just go in here, press Ctrl T and change it to whatever you want really. And if you, now I'm going to show you the workflow, how you determine where to stop this kind of animation right here. So let's say we want this to stop at comment and this one at subscribe. This one right here, press U to see the animation, to see the keyframes that are available or that we have animated. And all you need to do now is change the position of these two keyframes. Let's say it should stop at, do I have subscribe in here? Yeah. So just move them accordingly. So now it stops at subscribe and this one at comment. There you go. Just bring this down right here so it kind of keeps on animating. Perfect, right? So I haven't seen this anywhere on YouTube just yet, so this is a very new tutorial. It's a bit stressful, I have to say, because you've got that scripting, you got the keyframes everywhere, and the clipping masks or track mats, how they're called in After Effects. But in the end, you've got a nice, cool product or project. And well, it's really dynamic. You can change the text, you can change the color, you can animate it differently, and yeah. There are a lot of options, and I hope you guys learned something new today. And I hope you enjoyed it as well, because all this has to be combined with fun. For me, it's really cool to find out something new and do stuff that I haven't seen anywhere before. And also don't forget to check out my new media channels, Twitter and Instagram at ArmaganVideos. You will find me immediately. And at the end of this video, you can see a little you can see the end card, what I'm doing there on the different media channels. You're always getting something different on every media channel, so it kind of makes sense. If you're interested in the music that is playing in the background, I've made it myself. If you're interested in music tutorials, just comment down below and tell me that, because I need to see that there's some interest. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. Be prepared for the new concepts and all that. Have a nice day. ArmaganVideos.